Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones this morning. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Don't fall for spam in the comment section below. I don't have a WhatsApp, none of that. Telegram, none of that, okay? Listen, this bank debacle is continuing. The sell-off is continuing. You name the bank, SVB, First Republic. The sell-off continues. We'll get into some notes. This live, of course, is sponsored by Stock Up U. It will be the top link below. Stock Up University. Learn more, earn more. Well worth your money. Secondly, it will be sponsored, of course, by Moo. Download the second link and get 17 free stock. Let's get right into it, good people. All right. Hey, connecting from India. Hey, what's up? What's up, good family? Good family. Hey, how are you this morning? All right. We have a few minutes before opening bell. And we're going to go, of course, right into opening bell. I just wanted to give you guys a few things that's going on with the market. Good morning, good people. Good morning. Okay, so now let's see before opening bell. You guys, look at where crypto is. Look at Bitcoin still holding strong. As a matter of fact, moving up on this negative news. It's really doing its thing. All right, it's really doing its thing. So of course, you guys know that yesterday was your boy's birthday. It was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to me. Yep, I made 29 all over again. See, I keep hitting the 29 and resetting. All right, let's get into what's happening today. All right, so SVB Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, unfortunately. All right, so, if you had investments in the stock itself, it's just not good. It's just gone, wiped out. All right, the dollar slipped as bank rescues help to rally the market. So remember, usually when the dollar's off, market goes up. Gold is having its best week since mid-November, so gold is trying to make a comeback. Let me keep up with what's happening. First Republic Bank, FRC is the ticker symbol. Executives sold over $12 million months before the crash. Executives of First Republic Bank sold over $12 million of stock months before it crashed, right? Yesterday, First Republic, as you know, had a comeback, but it sold after market because they removed their common stock dividend. And so they waited till after closing bell to announce that. They're trying to minimize their losses. So let's see what's going to happen. Emergency lending to these banks jumped nearly $300 billion with a B dollars after the SVB collapse. All right, Silicon Valley Bank, SVB. So those are some of the things that I wanted to get into. We're running close. Let me make sure that this is up where you guys could see opening bell. Of course, the pre-markets are down. Janet Yellen was speaking yesterday. Arnold. Wow, bro. Wow. Oh, good grief. I'm not going to even answer that. I'm not even going to answer that. Listen, the more we learn, the more we earn. When you are just in a stock and you're not concentrating on the overall market and you just don't want to know about what's happening, you're an idiot, because everything that happens affects everything. This banking affects everything, right? Hey, good morning, brother. Not even going there this morning. Thank you. All right, all right. As we can see, these banks are down. Let's go into opening bell.
Basically force a reckoning. But I do think that on the asset side, we kind of know what the paper losses are in aggregate. You kind of know what would have to happen if they realize them. It's a big hole, but it's not surprising, right? It's the price of treasuries. It's the price of mortgage-backed securities. I think if there's one little comfort in this whole thing, it is that. It's that we knew that rates went up. We knew that losses existed. We're just finding out where they were and to what degree and whether the deposit basis can support them.
Here's the opening bell. And take a look at our real-time exchange back at our headquarters here at the big board. Women in ETFs. And over at the NASDAQ is YS Biopharma celebrating its listing. Look at that, via SPAC. All right, still happens sometimes.
You know what's crazy, David, is I feel like we've been talking, and if you would have listened to the first half hour of this show, you might not realize that the NASDAQ is up 5% this week, and the NASDAQ 100 is up 6%, and by the way, the S&P 500 is up 2.5%, which is kind of a head-scratcher when you have several banks failing and lifelines and infusion.
Well, but Sarah, you've had rates go down a lot.
Why.
Well, and in a declining rate environment, they seem to want these stocks.
It's not just rates going down. It's people grabbing for the companies that generate capital and will never need a bank. And they're under-owned or were under-owned coming into this year. The 10-year Treasury yield today is exactly where it was January 9th. The NASDAQ 100 is up 12% since then. It ain't just the...
So someone asked, what is a good, Larry, thoughts on Solana? Really don't know right now. Someone asked, what is a good, what are good stocks to buy right now? You know, usually there's a flight to, risk off. There's a flight to safety, but even the safety stock are not doing well right now because of what's happening in the banking industry. The banking industry affects everything. They will fix this banking industry. Unfortunately, it will get worse before it gets better, just like in 2008. So there will be some new rules and regulations, especially for the smaller regional banks. Okay, this is when politics get into markets, good or bad. It doesn't matter either side. But as you can see, tech is strong. Tech is still remaining strong. The Dow was fighting back, but it's losing, right? And it's Friday, and there's a lot of fear in the market because of what's happening with the banks. If you don't have banks, you don't have industries, right? These are the gainers right now. FedEx jumped at the closing bell last night. They on earnings, so it looks good. But let's see what else is here. We can see that the treasury yields are still negative. Look at that, especially the 2, the 10, and the 5, actually. ARK is down, but we're going to see what this day holds. Remember, this is opening bell. Now, what I will tell you guys is things could reverse really, really quick. So a lot of people will be trying to short banks, and that's you got to be. All I'm going to say, if you're trying to short banks, you're going to have to make your plays very short, because things could turn around. The government could say, hey, we're going to throw $100 billion at banks and secure them up. Then your option plays on puts are toast. So I would just say be very careful. If you're green, take your money and run. That's what I would say. So I might even do a put on a call. I may do a put on a banking stock that I also have a call on. I do that sometimes and limit my risk, make some money, and get out when I become even. So what I'm saying is I'll do a short-term put, but a long-term call. And that's what I should have did. That's why I messed up. That's where I normally do, but I messed up. Look at Nvidia. Sorry about that. Nvidia is doing well. Someone was asking about Nvidia. Nvidia's still up, man. Let's listen.
Too much of a mega trend to get distracted by tactical concerns. The stock will continue to be hard to ignore in an otherwise challenging semiconductor environment. Been a good week for Nvidia as well, Mike.
It has. the Morgan Stanley upgrade is almost admittedly is just a little bit of a belated chase. They were tactically negative on it. They don't necessarily think there's a new catalyst. It's just kind of the opportunity being too big. You have to sort of, I guess, close your eyes and just pay up for it is the case right there. That's one of those instances where, again, people go back to the familiar feeling of we want to own the secular story, and we prefer not to have to worry about, industrial production and weekly jobless claims and all the rest of it. So there's sometimes an illusion of freedom, of just sort of.
Yeah, like I said, crypto is. The flight to safety right now is crypto, and in particular Bitcoin. It's crazy how these markets are. And you guys, I've said it a million times of what I think you should be doing with crypto, only if you believe in crypto long term, right? You got to do your own due diligence. We're in the accumulation phase. We should be accumulating. It's just simple. This is the easiest phase of crypto. And we should be in the accumulation phase for the next 2 quarters, 2.5 quarters. Some say this whole year. I plan on having all of my crypto money into crypto in the next 2 quarters. That's me, right? But I suggest pull up a chart, see where the crypto phases are, the 4 crypto phases, and really study those before you start to put your money in. One of the things I will not be doing is loading up on crypto. I'm just going to accumulate that I have time. It's at 26K right now. Yeah, it could come back down to 22. It could come back down to 24. It could come back down to 20. We don't know. That's why this is called the accumulation phase. But it keeps showing stronger support and less of a drop, right? Okay, so I'm going to leave this one. Fidelity offers Bitcoin now. Enter at your own risk. But you do know Fidelity is a broker, is a legacy broker that has been around for like over 100 years. So just think about that. You can call Fidelity. They will direct you to their policies on crypto, right? Okay. All right, everybody go to Neil's page and subscribe to his page. He knows more than anything. All I know is Neil probably has been trading for a month or 2, maybe 2 years. I've been doing this a long time. Anyway, thoughts on Nvidia? Nvidia is a good long term. I think the PE of Nvidia is overly bought. Listen, good people, I'm going to end with this. Don't be anxious when it's time to pull back, right? There's times when you just need to sit still. You don't have to be anxious to get in the market every single day to have that hot play. Everybody that's trying to have this hot play like this idiot, don't mess up my morning, bro. You're going to get burned. You're going to lose money. I always say this, and I've learned this. When someone says something, you got 2 people arguing a different point, always consider the source first. Don't listen to strangers that don't have any track record. Do your own due diligence. I can make money, but some of the money I will make, it could be very risky for you. So I won't even say it, because it's extremely risky. And right now, you should be risk off. That is the truth. You should be risk off. So I'm not shooting you guys with extremely high risk plays, even if I see there's money to be made, because a lot of people are just going to lose money right now. And we just don't know from day to day what's happening with this market. 2 weeks ago, no one knew that SVB was going to tank. None of us, you and I, none of us knew that they were going to be in trouble. And none of us knew that JP Morgan, all of these major banks were going to be hit in the red right now. So we're in a market that anything could happen right now. And the best thing to do is to be cash up. And remember, sometimes actively trading is just sitting still. If you're just sitting still and your money is not at risk in a risky time, then that's money saved. Okay. Okay? We are in a recession. I'm just going to tell it like it is. They don't want to tell y'all the truth. We're in a recession, good people. That is the truth. Let's look at the indices, and then we will go from there. Let's see what's going on. Man, have y'all been getting hit with these spam calls? I mean, it's like every 5 minutes. The Dow, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Negative, negative, negative. And, but like I said, believe it or not, let's look at this. And we will revisit this at closing bell. So I'll have another video up today. So I want you guys to look at this and listen to all of the news. I can almost guarantee it's Friday. There will be some breaking news about the banking industry today that could cause the market to shift. If not today, over the weekend. So don't panic, right? So if you're in a play, I sold some of First Republic, but I still have some First Republic because things could turn around, right? And so I'm not in a rush to change my position because things are yet again negative this morning. They actually could turn for the better or the worse today. And so sometimes it's just good to just hold what you got. And of course, there are times when I don't have stop losses set, but there's times when I do have stop losses set. Anything could happen over the weekend. That's why some investors pull their money out over the weekend. And you guys know over the history, there are more sell-offs on Friday than not. Let's see what happens this weekend. All right, good people, make sure you check out the links below. Number one, the class, you need it. The idiot that made the comment, he definitely needs it. And then the second one after that, hey, I'm from West Side Chicago, man. Y'all not getting TV like this. And the second one is Moo Moo. Download it and get the 17 free stock. We'll see you guys later on today. Live, love, laugh, and learn. And sometimes people make it hard for you to love them. They make it difficult. Loved ones, people like that. But I still love you. I still love you with your comment. I still love you. All right. We'll see you later today. Remember, make sure that your notification bells are checked because we're just going to navigate through. When it's time to sit still, I'm sitting still. When it's time to go in, I'm going in. I'm letting you guys know. When it's time to sell, I sell. I'll let you guys know. 3 years now, almost 3 years now, I've been doing this. And I move and I tell you guys what I'm doing, but I give you the facts of what's happening with the overall market because you need to know it. This is not the time to have your head in the sand. I love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.